Hey everybody, Sean from Movie Assault here, and as promised, I am doing the first of the Halloween 15 movie reviews. As I said, I will be doing 2 reviews per video after the actual written reviews appear on my website, movieassault.com. So if you want to get a sneak peek at what I'll be talking about in the next video, you can go ahead and visit movieassault.com right now and see the first of the next 2 videos, or the next 2 reviews that'll be in the next video. It's not as confusing as it sounds. Anyway, this time out I'm going to be taking a look at the first 2 movies in the Halloween 15 for 2020, and those are Murder Party from 2007 and Crawl from 2019. First up, I'll do a review of Murder Party. Murder Party was directed by Jeremy Saulnier, and he, of course, is the director of Blue Ruin and Green Room. And I believe he has another film on Netflix called The Dark, I think. I have not seen that one. But this was his first feature film. It was done on an incredibly small budget and looks like it. Saulnier proved himself to be a very gifted filmmaker with his later work, but with Murder Party, you definitely get the sum of the parts. The plot revolves around a nerdy guy named Chris, played by Chris Sharp. He's getting ready for his usual Halloween ritual of spending the night alone in his apartment watching VHS horror films and baking some pumpkin bread and hanging out with his cat. While he's on his way home from the video store, he stumbles across an invitation to a murder party, which strangely does not seem to make him the slightest bit suspicious, and he decides to go to this murder party, which is on the other side of town. So he hastily makes a Halloween costume out of cardboard and treks across town to attend this party. What he finds there are a bunch of art students who are actually surprised that he has appeared and accepted the invitation, and they are planning on creating some sort of strange art project for their benefactor. I guess that'd be the word. He's a guy who has said that he's going to give them a huge art grant. He's played by Sandy Barnett. And what ensues is a bunch of infighting, confusion, a little bit of brutality as these art students sort of bicker as to how they're going to murder Chris, who they take hostage, and that is the essence of Murder Party. I won't spoil anything else for you. The movie is a little bizarre. The performances are sort of hit and miss. Some are really, really good, especially the performances of Macon Blair and Sandy Barnett. There's an alcohol-fueled rant that Macon Blair delivers that's just absolutely worth the price of admission by itself. And Sandy Barnett, who plays the guy who is promising these artists some money, he's just absolutely super slimy, and he's excellent in his role. The movie's not very scary. It is a little bit funny. There are some laughs to be had, but overall it's kind of a miss more than it is a hit. If you're looking for a horror comedy to watch on Halloween, you might want to check this out. I know some people have been finding it at Dollar Tree for $1. It's definitely worth $1 to see the early work of Jeremy Saulnier, see where he kind of put some of his work together. He's still a work in progress, but it is an okay film. The third act is really, really impressive and unpredictable and a lot of fun, and almost makes the movie worth sitting through. Almost. But I would give Murder Party a 2 out of 5 stars. Next up is Crawl, and I have the Blu-ray of Crawl right here. Crawl was released in 2019, and it went into theaters with little fanfare. It actually wasn't screened for critics before it went public, and usually that's the sign of a very bad movie. In this case, though, it actually, I don't know why that was the case. It got pretty good word of mouth, and it actually is a pretty fun film. The plot revolves around a young girl named Haley She is worried about her father because there's a hurricane coming into Florida, Category 5 hurricane, I believe, and he is not answering his phone. So she goes to the house that they used to share and finds him trapped in the basement, or the crawl space. It's not really a basement because it's you can't even stand up in it. Not living in Florida, I don't know if the houses in Florida have crawl spaces like this, but if they do, I would rather have a basement. But he is injured, and he's been injured by an alligator, and there are several alligators who have been trying to escape the hurricane by hiding in the crawl space. And because there's been an evacuation order, there is nobody around for Haley to get help for her father. And then she ends up getting trapped in the basement, or I'm sorry, the crawl space with her father. And then, you know, random typical horror movie stuff happens, and sets up scares and quite a decent amount of suspense. This is kind of a lean and mean horror film. It's pretty much what you would expect, but it is fun, and that's one of the things that I really loved about it, is that it sets up some decent tension, some decent scares. It's got some good special effects, and the performances by the girl who plays Haley, her name is Kea Scoladero, or Scodelario, that's it, Scodelario, sorry. She's really good. Barry Pepper plays her father, and he is excellent as well. They have a good rapport between each other. There's a few funny lines between them. It gets progressively more ridiculous towards the end of the film, but it's a lot of fun. I liken it to kind of a roller coaster ride. If you allow it, you know pretty much what you're going to get out of it. If you allow it to sink its teeth into you, as it were, it's actually a lot of fun. Don't expect much, and you'll be properly rewarded. So Crawl, I would give a 3.5 out of 5 stars, and it's a lot of fun, and it would be a good movie to watch at a Halloween party. So there you go. Those are the first 2 reviews in the Halloween 15 for October 2020. Next up will be a review of the next 2 films in the Halloween 15, and you can check out the movieassault.com website to see what those films are. One of the reviews is posted as of today, October 5th. The next will be published on October 7th, and then the video will follow shortly thereafter. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned all October long for the Halloween 15 reviews, and I appreciate you watching. Feel free to click that thumbs up button. That'll help the channel out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and of course, as always, take it easy. Thanks for watching.